Konnichiwa minna. Hello everybody. In this video, I want to give you guys a Pokemon GLC deck profile. This is going to be a grass deck. So if you guys would like to see more Pokemon GLC deck profiles from me, definitely subscribe down below. So let's get started. With the beautiful ancient fairy dragon playmat from Yu-Gi-Oh! Which I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I love Yu-Gi-Oh! So much. But this is not a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. This is a Pokemon video. So starting off with the grass Pokemon, one Vivillon, one Spupa, and one Scatterbug from Scarlet and Violet, as you can tell by the border. So Scatterbug, the ability is Adaptive Evolution. This Pokemon can evolve during your first turn or the turn you play it. So really good, so you don't need rare candy for that. Or Wally. And Spupa says the same thing. And then we have Vivillon, which basically, for one grass, Miracle Powder for 50, flip a coin, if heads, choose a special condition. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now affected by that special condition, and Bug Buzz for 110 damage, one grass and one colorless. So really cool Pokemon. You get to choose whatever special condition you want. Like if you get the coin flip right, and Bug Buzz is not bad either for 110, which is pretty good in GLC format because the numbers are not as high as it is with standard or expanded. So now I run a Kricketot and a Kricketune from Brilliant Stars. So basically you're going to be using Kricketune for the Sweltering Tune. Your grass Pokemon in play, except for Kricketune, get plus 40 HP. You can't apply more than one Swelling Tune ability at a time, which is perfect because you can only have one copy of each card in your deck, so that's perfect in GLC. So really good to give your grass Pokemon plus 40 HP. I run Heracross from Brilliant Stars. I think this is from Brilliant Stars, I'm pretty sure. Horn Attack for 40, for one grass and one colorless, and two grass and one colorless for overhead throw for 120, and then it does 30 damage to one of your bench Pokemon. So yeah, kind of like Dawn Fan kind of, but the 120 is pretty good. Then I run one Sunkern and one Sunflora. This is also from, I think, Brilliant Stars. So basically you're going to be using Sunflora for the Bright Beam, for two colorless, 10 plus. You may discard up to 3 energy cards from your hand. This attack does 70 damage for each card you discarded this way. So very good card. This Pokemon can hit super hard, and that's why I run a lot of grass that's why I run a lot of grass in this deck, because Sunflora can hit very hard. Then I run a Wurmple, a Silcoon, a Cascoon, a Dustox, and a Butterfree. This line is really cool because you could kind of like depending on the situation. This is very situational as far as like the Beautyfly and the Dustox. Like if I want to hit for more damage, I would go for the Dustox, or if I want to draw more cards, I would go for the Beautyfly. So basically for Dustox, two colorless for Nadir Powder. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. During Pokemon checkup, put 8 damage counters on that Pokemon instead of 1, and then Cutting Wind for 110 damage for a colorless and a grass. You're not going to be using the second attack very often. I mostly use it just for the status conditions because that's what grass does best. And Beautifly, of course, the ability Stoked Straw. Once during your turn, you may draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. So very good card. So that's that line. Then I run the Capsicid and the Scovillian from Scarlet and Violet. Hot Bite for 20, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned, so that's pretty good. Status conditions are always good. And Super Spicy Breath for 90 plus for a colorless and a grass. If this Pokemon has any fire energy attached, this attack does 90 more damage. Basically, you're going to be using it for the Hot Bite for the status condition. But 90 damage is really not that bad because I don't run any fire in this deck, so at most it's going to be hitting for 90, but that's still a pretty good hit. And then the last grass Pokemon that I run is Fomantis and Lurantis. I think this is a promo, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a Sun and Moon promo 25. So basically I use like Hit's ability, Sunny Day. The attacks of your grass Pokemon and fire Pokemon do 20 more damage to the opponent's active, and then Solar Beam for 80 for 2 grass and a colorless. You're not going to be using the Solar Beam. You're going to be using the Sunny Day for the extra damage. So, yeah, that's pretty much all the grass Pokemon. Now we go to the supporters, trainers, and item cards. One Raihan. Yeah, so if you play you can play this card only if your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. If you do, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Really good recovery card. I love recovery in my decks. Wally is basically a rare candy, but as a supporter. But I don't have a rare candy, unfortunately, so that's why I have to stick with Wally. Yes, it does use your supporter for the turn, but what can you do? One Professor's Research to discard your hand, draw 7, really good, especially in standard format. One Boss's Order. I don't know why I keep saying one. All these cards are limited to one. But Boss's Order, you switch your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. Really good. Gardenia's Vigor. Draw 2 cards. If you drew any cards this way, attach up to 2 grass energy cards from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. Really good for the grass acceleration in the deck. One Gardenia. Heal 80 damage from one. Yeah, heal 80 damage from one of your Pokemon that has any grass energy attached to it. So very good. I like healing. Roxanne is basically like Marnie. Basically, you can only use this card. You can use this card only if your opponent has three or fewer prize cards remaining. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck, then draws 6 cards. Your opponent draws 2. So, really good card to disrupt your opponent. Marnie, which I hated this card so much when I used to play Standard. Oh, I hated this card. But it is good, though. Shuffle, each player shuffles their hand and puts it at the bottom of their deck. If either player put any cards on the bottom of their deck this way, draw 5 cards and your opponent draws 4. I hated this card in Standard. Hate it so much. But, so pretty much all the balls. One quick ball. To search your deck for a basic Pokemon. One Ultra Ball. One Level Ball. So we all know what these cards do. I don't really need to explain it too much. One Heavy Ball. And one Nest Ball. So all the staple balls that you need in GLC. I'm just only missing Ball Guy. I don't have Ball Guy, unfortunately. Yeah, that card would be very good in this deck in particular since we run so many balls. But, that's that. I don't need to explain the ball engine too much. You know why it's good. One Evil Soda. It's basically another rare candy. One Switch. And then one Escape Rope. That's your switch cards for the deck. yeah, since Forest of Giant Plants is banned, yeah. One Wishful Baton. Yeah. If the Pokemon this card is attached, yeah. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is knocked out by damage from your opponent's attack, move up to 3 energy cards from that Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. Really good. That way, all of your energy doesn't get to the discard pile. One Defiance Band. If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, the attacks of the Pokemon that this card is attached to just 30 more damage. Really, really good card. That way you can hit hard with your grass Pokemon. Or one Ordinary Rod for the recovery. One Evolution Incense to search for your evolution Pokemon. One Trainer's Mail to search your deck for basic energy. Trekking Shoes, an absolute favorite card of mine. I love this trainer card so much. Look at the top card of your deck. You may put that card into your hand. If you don't, discard that card to draw another card. So really good. You can look at the top card of your deck, and if it's a card that you want, you add it to your hand. If not, you can discard it and draw another card. Really, really good card. One Rescue Stretcher. You can either put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand, or shuffle Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. I love recovery in my decks, like I said. One Pokemon Fan Club to search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon. Really, really good. And one Pokemon Communication to put a Pokemon into your hand. Yeah, to take a Pokemon card from your hand and put it into your deck, and then search your deck for a Pokemon that you do want, add it to your hand, yada yada. So that's all the trainers and supporter cards that we run. There's a lot of things I want to change. Like, I really want to put Ball Guy. I want to put Iono. I want to put Head in here. So there's just a lot of cards I don't have that I would like to have in this deck. So that's all the trainer cards and supporters. Yeah, and items. So now we have the grass. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 grass energy. That way we can hit hard with Sunflora. I definitely want to get more of these energy. This is like the Japanese energy from the Versus series, because the Versus series was only a Japanese only set. But I love Japanese energy. I definitely want to make this energy mostly Japanese, because Japanese energy are so much better, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this grass GLC deck profile, which is pretty much, I just stuck all my, well, not all, but a lot of my favorite grass Pokemon and just stuck it in this deck. This is not a optimized deck at all, not even close. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video anyway. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about my deck profile down below. And if you guys have any suggestions to make my grass deck better, please let me know. And don't suggest Rose Raid from Dragons Exalted, please, because that's a very expensive card, and I will never get my hands on that card because that card's expensive. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Matane.